Okay, lights, camera, action.
I suppose what's special about the Music of Life choirs is that anybody can come and that we take them as they are, as they walk through the door, as they feel on that day. And of course, working with children in special needs schools, you are going to get children that shine and thrive one week, and then the following week they're finding it very, very challenging.
Essentially, Music of Life is to give opportunities to children with special needs and disabilities to engage in music making, and we're trying to make it as high quality and enjoyable as possible, and we are trying to make a promise to every child who we work with, whether it's in a school setting or one-to-one or individual lessons, that if you enjoy it, if you want to do it, we'll be with you for as long as you need it.
1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, you got it. You're fine. My turn. Na 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 Gikaleza.
I've been doing Music of Life since year 7. Make it my day when I like being like at Music of Life.
I think what's so unique about Music of Life is that every session that we do in every school, it's so individual, and what the children get out of it is different every single time. No two sessions are the same. And from a practitioner point of view, I find that there's always something I take away that's new and special and beyond my expectations from every single one of those sessions.
It's a very flexible, very organic environment to make music in, and often you find that when you are open to being super flexible, you get really, really amazing results.
I like singing pirate songs. I really love it.
We like the pirate song.
Get the money strong.
I feel happy and excited because singing is most my favourite bit.
Wow. But if you've got high quality education which is sensitive to the needs and which they are really engaged in you're fostering musical behaviour, playing with sound, engaging with sound, making sense of sound. Because of the way that the brain is networked together, we've got all these different modules in the brain, that the music modules, the sound modules, are directly linked to the language, they're directly linked to the emotional centres, they're directly linked to the kind of the thinking, the creative centres.
It's good to be doing singing.
Yeah.
Sometimes I sing in the shower.
Do you?
That's like me.
Do you dance in it? Because you do a lot of dancing, don't you, Jake? Do you do a lot of dancing at home as well?
On my own, kind of thing, in my bedroom sometimes if I've got my music on.
Music of Life is I would describe it as a long distance runner, because it's been going for nearly 20 years now, and I would be delighted to see some of our very first participants, as we call them, back in this hall today, visiting us as members of Advisory Council, as our supporters, as our ex-trustees or existing trustees. We believe in long-term connection with our participants, and we want to learn from them.
I have seen such amazing progress with our pupils, especially those that were pre-verbal. The singing has opened up a new world to them. Even if they don't speak, they will sing the words to a song. Their confidence has grown. We found pupils that we didn't even know had beautiful voices, who've blossomed. The confidence that has given them, and the buzz around the school on a Wednesday morning when it's Music of Life, and that's me as well. It's absolutely amazing.
So every child in the room is just getting involved in everything and throwing everything they've got at it. It's just so beautiful to see.
The atmosphere, the energy in the room is incredible, and I'm just so impressed with the singers I'm near because they are teaching me all the songs. I haven't sung them before, and I just feel so well led. And the voices are amazing. There's real power, there's real joy.
The continuity with Music of Life is so important because so many of the children we work with, they might take a while to get used to the space that we're in, the staff that we're in, the sounds that are around them. And so after, it could be several weeks before they're really comfortable. And then we see that development in them, and we have to wait for them to be in the right space for that development. But we do that, and that's what's so wonderful. And then you see them and they just transform so quickly and they learn so much and they exceed all our expectations. It's really marvellous.
I would say it takes minutes to form a choir and start a choir in a school because the minute people start singing together, you've made a choir. In order for that cohesion to happen and for children to feel connected to each other through singing, that happens over a bit more time as their confidence builds, as they learn the music, as things get sort of more fluent and fluid. So it's a long process to get to where we've got to today for the concert, but in terms of actually creating an environment where people feel comfortable singing together, Music of Life, we can do that within moments.
When I see all the kids singing, and I just want to join in with my drum.
That is so brilliant.
It feels so amazing when Emma's right next to me, she's keeping me safe.
We work in several ways. We work with school choirs, and this concert is all about our school choirs, but it's also about individual lessons that our students receive with teachers who are specially trained to work with special needs children, but who are also wonderful musicians who are keen to teach what they enjoy.
I think my favourite as well, the way that all of the children get to express their own ideas. So for example, when they ask for input, like where are we going, or the song we've just done this morning, In My Heart I Feel, you know, if they say I feel pizza, well, if pizza brings you happiness, then that's what they feel, and I think it's so lovely for them to express themselves in that way.
And it's the Music of Life staff having the understanding of our students' different methods of communication, because a lot of the students will stand up, put their hands up, shout out and answer, but then I've got a boy in my class today who uses an iPad to communicate, and like all morning he's been waiting for Music of Life to start and so excited, and last week he really wanted to input an answer, and it takes him a little bit longer than just shouting out, but the staff pause for that minute, know that he's got an idea, let him do it, and then use his ideas. So it's including everybody, even if they can't shout out, which is fantastic.
Molly raved about it for weeks. She still does, because I used to teach Molly.
I was sat on the same row as Molly. I remember coming back and I could see her right next to Lucy when she'd finished a couple of her solos. And I just remember her saying that she felt like a pop star, and like it was like the best day, like it seemed like she felt like it was the best day of her life. It was amazing.
So these benefits, once you recognise that there are benefits which could accrue, to have an organisation such as Music of Life, which is actually willing to structure this, to encourage it, to promote it, to have a mission which is saying we are single-mindedly going to do something about this part of our child and adolescent population, for me is absolutely wonderful.
It brings everybody together. There's no recognition of disability. It's all ages, all disabilities. So nobody notices because we're all together as one group singing as a whole school.
situation has been kind of transformed over the last 2 decades. There's a recognition from the wider world of research of the benefits of music in enhancing various aspects of our kind of functioning, because we are designed to be musical. And looking at if you like, that's in a kind of neurotypical population, but in a population that isn't, is more neurodiverse, which has special needs, which has a variety of different learning difficulties perhaps, that once we started researching it, we discovered, in fact, first of all, you could discover musical behaviour, and in a nurturing environment, you could actually see musical development.
It's been amazing. It's been amazing to see their development as well. A couple of the kids that I used to teach are doing solos today, and they're amazing. It's beautiful.
For a walk, we're going to drive somewhere and go for a walk, okay? You ready? You're going to help me in the car?
When our children come on stage and share what they do with their parents, with their friends, with their families, with other schools where non-disabled children are coming from, with mainstream schools, it creates projects that promote inclusivity, and also it creates environment in which other children can learn what it is like to live with disability, what it is like to make music when you have special needs, and how wonderful it is to contribute to this effort that involves so many people of all walks of life.